Hello Libra, welcome to Three Crows Runes. My name is Jen. Let's do some rune readings. Today we are doing readings for September 2025. We are using the Elder Futhark on smoky quartz, and we are using the Everyday Witch Oracle for our card. So let's get started with a card from the Everyday Witch Oracle, and we have Water Magic. Libra, this month, very much what you are going to be working with and what you're going to be using to bring things through is going to be very centered in like the Laguz rune, emotion, intuition. There's even a little Laguz there. Emotion, intuition, heart, and flow, creativity, love, all of the good water element stuff. And that's what you're going to be working with to bring through what you need to bring through. This is the month for this. And we are going into autumn. So this is, or at least in the Northern Hemisphere we are. So that's a good time for that. We're not quite, well, some people measure the beginning of the month with, measure the seasons at the beginning of the month. I like to do that on the equinox, but it's, for a lot of people, September 1st is the beginning of August. So, I mean, of autumn. So September 1st is the beginning of August. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so we're going into, in the Northern Hemisphere, we are actually going into autumn. Whether you're doing it on the 1st or on the 20th or the 21st this year. Central issue, we have Ansuz, which is the rune of communication and manifestation and expression. So this month is going to be all about that. You're going to be focusing very much on the emotion, intuition, heart, and flow kind of thing. The creativity, the love, all of that is going to be part of what you're bringing through this month. But this month is going to be about this. It's going to be about communication. It's going to be about manifestation. It's going to be about expression. What led up to this is you have just been through one heck of a challenge. We have Thurizaz reversed. Thurizaz is the rune of the thorn, the giant, the gateway. It is a challenge. When it is upright, it is a challenge. But when it's reversed, it's a very difficult challenge. It's so difficult that you may have felt it was impossible a lot of times along the way. But now you are past it, and now you are ready to express about it. You're ready to, not even about it, you're ready to express. You're ready to manifest. You're ready to communicate. What's going to help you is, first of all, we have Pertho reversed, and Pertho is the rune of the lot box. The lot box has to do with surprises and fate. But any surprise in the lot box was already in the lot box. So it's a surprise to you, but it's not a surprise to the universe. It was always the case. It's just suddenly you have this realization. But reversed in the upper line, it has to do with a surprise that had to do with you. So you've learned something about yourself, and you are learning something about yourself in the process of this continually that you didn't know before, but that was always the case about you. So it's really connecting with, it's helping you. The more you learn about yourself, and this is going to help inform what you're going to be expressing. This is going to contribute to this. So the more you learn about yourself, and the more these things that are getting revealed to you that you didn't realize before, but then you're like, oh my gosh, this was always the case. That's what's going to help you with the manifestation, with the expression, with the communication. It may also be for some of you that some unpleasant surprise is helping you communicate in this case. Hopefully not. Like, hopefully it's not the case where you're having these things that are happening that are not pleasant. But this, like, look at the situation where, like, what if you were a comedy writer, and then, you know, you're basing, maybe you're the kind of comedy writer that bases your comedy on just your everyday things that are happening that, you know, may or may not be wonderful, and then you turn what isn't wonderful into comedy and that kind of thing. So that's where it could be something still positive, because this is what's helping you. So whether it's that, or whether it is, as I initially read, which I think is really much more likely the case for most of you, that you're learning about yourself, and that's what's helping you express about what you're expressing. Either way, that's going to help you. What isn't going to help you is we have Yira, which is the rune of the harvest and also time. Oh my gosh, excuse me. Whenever I see Yira in the lower line, I generally start by reading it these three ways. First of all, it's worries about how much time has passed, especially since you've just come through a really hard challenge, and you're like, how much time did I waste doing that? How little time may be left to do what you want to do, and what you have to show for what you have come through and where you are now. So that's really that whole bundle of worry that may drag you down at this point. I would say try not to stress about that. I know it wouldn't be there if you weren't, but it's the sort of thing that is going to drag you down if you let it, because it's going to take you away from where your focus wants to be, which is the communication, the expression, the manifestation. And if you start to feel that way, bring yourself back up to here. It's like, I wouldn't know this about myself if I hadn't gone through this. I wouldn't have these things to work with if I hadn't gone through them. So all of it's going to help you. All of this is going to help you with the communication and manifestation. What this is all going to lead you to is by the end of the month, you are going to be well on your continuing journey. This is Vraido. It's the rune of the journey. It's your life's journey. It's your steps forward. And you're going to be off. You're going to be continuing forward, as you wanted to all this time when you were dealing with this. And then you go through this month, you're expressing, you're manifesting, you're creating. Sure, you're creating. I didn't mean to say creating, but that's definitely a part of it. And you're communicating. And that's going to help you. And this month is what this month is for, is to do this. And then by the end of the month, you're going to be resuming your journey, or continuing your journey, or having your journey that you hadn't been able to do before when you were having this challenge. So that, Libra, is your reading for September 2025. I wish you all the best with this, and I wish you a lovely day or evening. Take care till next time. Bye.